Λοιπόν, στον κύριο Fabrizio di Angelo.
First of all, thank you very much for having me here. It's a big pleasure to be back to Greece after a couple of years that I was missing. And I was asked to speak shortly about, very shortly, 8 minutes, about what are the challenges facing freedom of media. So let me be very brutal and let me inherit the spirit that has guided Mr. Filippopoulos for all these years. Free media are free only if they are profitable. Otherwise, they're not free. That's the basic statement. So the first concept that I think we all need to face in a brutal way, in a simple way, but brutal way, is which are the conditions today for any media company, however structured, to be profitable. We are a disrupted, heavily disrupted sector. Nothing is as it was. And if you want to run any business profitably, the first and foremost question is, where is the money? Very simple question. You have invented the drachma, which was the dollar of the world for many hundreds of years, so you know how to look for money. The money is in two main places, as I see it. One is data. Data is money today. The second is transactions. The money today is not foremost in selling content. We have been selling content for decades. It is very difficult to sell content. I see a subscription as a transaction, not as selling content, because people subscribe, therefore they don't know which content they are subscribing to. They subscribe to something. Therefore, I think in order for media to be free, we need to understand very well that monopoly positions in data ownership and in transaction ownership are extremely dangerous. So I go back to the general frame. In Europe, we need to get to a level playing field when it comes to data ownership, because the internet knows no barriers. European players face much tougher regulations than other media companies from around the world when it comes to data collection. You can't compete and you can't run if one of your legs is tied. Therefore, the rules that apply to transaction and to data collection have to be the same for everyone. This is not the case today. So we are running without both legs available. Talking about dominant positions and talking about the main frame of competition, just to give you one figure, the revenues of Google in Germany this year are going to be bigger than whole of the publishers of Germany combined. Now, if this is not a dominant position, I don't know what else is. We still are too timid in calling things for what they are. Antitrust regulations the word itself was invented by the Americans, because the trust itself was invented by Americans. They always come with a disease. Normally they also find the cure. In this case, they are profiting from the rest of the world so much that they don't see a reason to come with the cure. They only spread the disease around. It's up to others to come with the cure. In 8 minutes, I have to be quite brutal. You know, all these sentences can be, of course, discussed, and there are nuances to everything, but I think this is very important. The second point is, and here I go back to the heart of the problem, media still is considered, and here I agree 100% with Theo, as a power, as a source of power. This will only be maintained if we manage the media in a different way, and we manage the media in a profitable way. Therefore, I urge and I think that even groups of interests should understand that they have to fight for profitable media, not for subsidized media, because otherwise we end up with something like panda bears, you know, small thing of protected entities, this will never work. It will not last long. So I think our main fight is, first of all, learn how to survive in a new technological environment, and there are many ways as have been described. And second, work hard and ruthlessly for a level playing field when it comes to regulation, because only then you can really compete. So be able to compete, point one, and create a frame that allows you to compete effectively. These, I think, are the 2 points. If we really care and if we really want to achieve freedom for the media, that's the main way forward. With just a third small point, the situation of Greece. Greece is a small market and has a couple of extra problems when it comes to acquiring the scale for the media companies to acquire the scale in order to survive. But if you compare any country to the power of Google, we are all Greece. Like we are all Charlie, well, we are all Greece. Then even Germany is Greece in this respect. So no one alone has the power to win this fight and to create this level playing field for competition. I think this is a key point, and I hope that, I know it's not very popular in Europe today, but I remind you a very famous American saying that goes, united we stand, divided we fall. And that's why I was very happy to come here, because this is a good way to unite our thoughts and discuss and try to be effective instead of being divided and weak. So this is also a small political pledge. United we stand, divided we fall. Thank you very much.